Wonder. That's me crawling through.
In the last lecture about the mating manual, we were talking about how to bang a dragon. Why were so many of you acting like y'all wanted to be that guy in the video, diving head first into this hole? Don't even get me started on the gooners who said they want to die in Cum Drop Cave here. Understand that the tank dragons are 30 feet. I understand the sky dancers are 90. I understand the bliss dragons are 20 feet. I understand a Salong's dragon dong is as tall as you and as wide as your shoulders. But y'all had me like him, and it dawned on me as a professor of Fantasy Physiology 101, I feel like I need to give a safety briefing to you all. We'll get to that real quick. But as a connoisseur of color, I had a realization that humans are basically the white folks of the fantasy world. Let me explain that. Because who in the real world goes into those kind of caves? Who is jumping out of planes with barely functional parachute? Who's choosing to climb cliffs with no safety gear? It sure as hell is not peoples who look like me. And in this fantasy world, whenever I talk to people about what they want to do and the characters that they play fall into two categories. The first one is classification, which is either rogue or bard. And the second one is a human. Why is it only humans, bards, and rogues who are the only ones out here trying to dive headfirst into a dock? Why are bards trying to use Skydancer Schlong like a stripper pole? Because of this information that y'all have brilliantly given me during my last lecture, there's going to be a new section added to the dragon section of the Mating Man. And it's going to be called Your Safety Briefing. Because apparently I need to include a section that is just precautions of don't do this, you're gonna die. Like, I'll give you some samples of what this means. So let's say you want to take on a female dragon, but not in a humanoid form. You want her in her full height, her dragon height. So you want to dive headfirst into that wet little cave, or I guess technically it's a big tunnel for you. And so you're squirming and worming. One, if she just chooses to clinch, you're dead. But let's say she doesn't clinch, and you make it all the way to the back, to the cervical dock. And as you can see, something looks off. It kind of looks like it has a mouth. And that's because it kind of does. The cervix literally has a mouth that opens up, swallows all of the sperm, puts it in the back of the dock, and then closes. Their cervix can effectively eat you. I want to be clear with what I said. You can not only suffocate in there, you can not only get crushed, but the cervix can bite your head off. I care about all my students. You guys are scholars of the highest caliber, and you're only in 101. You've got a bright future ahead of you. So can we please not be like the White's Wonder Fantasy Edition? But don't run anywhere, because we're going to be discussing in the next chapter the Changelings again. If you want to see the development of it, grab a Ruby Gold sub, or if you want an original character into the lore itself, grab a diamond. And don't forget, you can read the mangas where all this lore takes place in here for free, or you can grab a copy of either the Night of Slaughter or Devil's Deed.